things at side of the road everywhere. We just were looking for a bit of a picnic spot because we had a massive breakfast this morning and we stole some bread and cheese and stuff. And Peter's decided to park on grass here because there's no lay-by, which I thought were rather amusing. The reason we chose this spot was because there's a... What? There's one of those hides down there, which we were actually thinking of going and having a nosy at. Because we've seen about, we must have seen about 50 deer this morning. So Peter will get a right bloody shock if one pokes its head round back at car. Out of Livingston. Got nectarines, sausage, cheese sandwiches, jam, cheese, tuck biscuits and Flora margarine. Peter.
Proper picnic.
We've just come to Pension Petra in Telk, and this is the staircase that we have to climb up to get to our room. And just to show you how brave I've had to be, you can probably see about 1 million wasps in that bush.
I don't particularly think wasps inside.
Can you see them? Let me see how many.
Little honeybees.
Oh, little honeybees, Peter says. There's thousands of them.
Janice is going to sit on that bench down
Oh,
there.
you must be bloody joking. I have to walk past these, so I've told him I'm going out now and I'm not coming back till bedtime. I'm not bothered about getting dressed up for tonight. I'm not bothered about brushing my teeth, nothing. I'm just going out and I'm not coming back, and that's that.
There must be so much.
Well, that's where we decided to stop. It's Peter just walking to the bridge. And you go across that bridge over there, and that's the centre of the town, and it's on like a little peninsula in the middle of this lake. So the lake goes 3/4 of the way around the town. Is that where we were over there? This is also a UNESCO heritage site. I think there are about 8 or 9 in Czech Republic, and we've probably done about 6 of them. Houses here are painted. It's called sgraffito. I'm going to show you each one individually because it's like a right long thin town, so I don't think it'll work if I do a circle. Actually, the town that's on the front cover of our guidebook, they look weird, they look completely false. They just look like a facade. All different colours. So that's one down to one end of town. This is one end of the town. This is where the sun's shining at the moment, this side. That's the side I just showed you from down there. It goes on and on and on right up there. And at the top, of course, is the plague column. Every town has a plague column. Because like that place with Bournes, up to 30,000 people a year died in plague in one town.
Very popular, the plague.
Very, very popular plague columns. You then go underneath like the colonnade and shop till you drop. We're just inside like the royal palace. It's just about to close. We just got here a little bit too late. Very, very peaceful place. You never have to pay to come into these courtyards, they're always free. You can do an hour long guided tour of the house if you want. Dad is literally chasing me round because you can hear them keys behind. He's just about to lock up. So it's a very quick whiz round is this one. That's him there. kicking everybody out and locking up. You can't get up. Well, they said you can only go up there in September because I wouldn't have minded going up there. We've just run round all four sides of this building and we can't figure out how they got in there. They must be on a private tour. And just says to Peter, they're not Japanese. But the door at the bottom is firmly shut. You go down there into that funny little building. If you ever come to Czech Republic in October, you have to be happy with your own company. Deliberately come out early tonight, 6:30. Nobody down there. That's Peter walking down there. It's really spooky. It's like this afternoon. Look at that, nobody. This afternoon, there were about 76 Japanese tourists on 3 buses. And I'm not joking now, there's me and Peter. I'm going to use this if we get absolutely desperate. Evening commence. We've come into this man's bar.
How should I say
And
it?
we ordered.
Bike. It's not a sport bike.
This man's from
because
Austria.
It's too big for a
We
real
ordered
sport bike.
this drink,
It
grog,
has a lot of
which is
power.
rum, cherry brandy and hot water.
64
Because it took 5 minutes
PS.
to boil,
my friend's
he
got
talks
the
me
same
into
bike
having
in
cherry
England.
brandy.
He likes
Great
it.
bike.
He talks Peter into a beer
My father and I
and
think
a
we
schnapps and his grog.
Between 20,000 and 40,000.
And this is before we've started to eat, we've got 5 drinks.
Moved on to the next spot. We're just having our evening meal, aren't we? And Janice has got chicken and a cheese sauce.
Pork.
Oh, is it pork? Oh, we're going for chicken. Pork and a cheese sauce. We've got garlic potatoes, which is like raw garlic. Plenty of it. And I'm on a deviled pork. So it's very porkified. Isn't it?
Yeah, not sure there was smoothest surroundings.
We've got a selection of vacuum cleaners. That's it. Whoop. Gold. This is a mug.
Is it on? Oh, I didn't know, right. To end the evening, I brought Peter to a place where
He was arrested. You Grant? Elvis? I think that's Jerry Lee. Not sure who this was. Can't have rooms. Does it matter the doors? There. Probably Janice Joplin. Now Janice has brought me for a little drinky poo. Well, I say a little drinky poo, she's ordered us both a pint each. Plus.
this killer.
This stuff's been banned in England. So.
Actually, apart from being very, very strong, it's not that bad a flavour.
Made from wormwood, isn't it?
No idea, but it's not that bad a flavour. It's licorice, a little bit licorice, a little bit aniseed. And it's illegal in England, it's that strong.
It's nearly as strong as Polish Spring.
Absinthe.
Right.
Peter, did you enjoy yourself last night? Have you survived? What were we for breakfast? We're having to have cocoa because we run out of milk.
Biscuits.
Duck biscuits. Oh, I don't know how I survived. I'm never ever drinking that bloody stuff again. That's that. Bye. This is like an apartment thing we've got. Look, that's the door there. Hang your coat up. We've got a kitchen and a bathroom down there. It's like a big, nice open. A lot of places have these really nice light wooden places. You got like a kitchenette. Nice big bathroom, and it's £7.50 each. That's how Telk looks from the air. Nice place. Just stopped off in Trebeck for an hour and decided, it's quite nippy this morning even though the sun's out, we've decided to get Turkish coffee, which I haven't had a Turkish coffee for ages, and we put 3 sugars each in. Lots of clothes shops here and quite fancy ones as well. I've just seen a pair of shoes for like £100. I wonder who buys them. There's a bit of a market behind us selling flowers and fruit and massive jars of honey. This is a sort of less pretty place, but it's still nice, but it's more functional town. It's about 12 o'clock. We just come over this bridge to this lake. We're just finding things by chance. It's not in Bucharest, we're just sort of following his nose really. And we're going to head over to that town over there that I can't pronounce to see if they've got a £1.50 special lunch, because most at lunches go for about £1.50. We said one day we'd do that. You've no idea what you're going to get to eat because you can't understand the menu, but that's what we're doing. Side at bridge. Must be some people down there with those boats. Peter wanted the swans. The chosen spot where for £1.05 we're getting lunch, which we've got goulash soup and bread. And Peter's talked me into a beer at lunchtime because he said I'm on my holidays, I can do it.
He's eating like a man. Because she's just got through a soup, and the very worrying thing that's just happened is he's already brought us his pudding.
I would think, I said to Peter, we're not going to get potatoes because I know a word for potatoes and it's not there. Peter said it'll be pork because they live off pork. It's bloody donuts, isn't it? We think.
Yeah, I don't think that's your main course, that's your pudding.
Well, that's it.
No.
That'll be it.
I don't think so.
I think it is. You don't get a main course as well, that's it.
No, I don't think so. I think you've got a main course to come yet.
No, I think you go from soup to pudding.
Got all this lot. We've got 4 each.
Because I saw that walking over
Beauties, isn't it?
there. These deer have just shot across the road in front of us because they were running away from a tractor. It's really hard to keep the camera still on them. They just shot across the road. I just bloody missed them because there were 2 cars overtaking us. This is one of those. We ran out of tape last night, so we couldn't tape last night. And we've ended up in this very, very small town that has 1 restaurant and 1 pub. But it's very close to the city. We went to a restaurant which closes at 7:30, and I ordered this massive, it was like that times about 8, like this. It's like a potato cake with beef going through the centre of it.
Chicken.
I said it was beef. Ribbeck. I looked it up in the dictionary.
Yeah, but is that beef that you're eating?
I don't know.
That's chicken that you're eating.
It said Ribbeck on the menu.
Right.
Don't start arguing with me like bloody... You didn't argue with me last night at the restaurant when I said it was beef.
Yeah, that was before we ordered it.
That's it. That's it.
You've spent twice as long arguing with me as I have with you. So what do you think?
It's alright, just I couldn't bloody eat it all, it was that big.
It was massive, wasn't it?
This is Peter getting instructions off railway man because we're lost and I refuse to go the wrong way.
There's Janice having a look at one of these hides. Quite big. They're quite big, aren't they?
Quite big, yeah. Can't get in because it's padlocked, but
Yeah.
you might not like it up here.
They're for looking right out over all these sort of plains and things, I think. For deer. There's quite a lot of them about. Yeah. We've just come from over there, driven into that little town.
Today's little jaunt is eventually heading up at the caves, and on the way we're going past 3 small villages, the first of which is Critney, which is where we are now, to look at 3 different churches. We're in church mode again today, and it's not Sunday, it's Thursday. And this particular church is designed by the same man, Santini, that did the one with the bones and did that major cathedral in Cutnahora. So that's where we are. It's about 11:30 and Peter's reminding me that it's lunchtime because literally 10 to 1, that's it, tables are closed. I headed over that cup of tea to make a mad dash for the caves because they close at 2, and like Peter says we can do churches tomorrow, so we're now on a cable car going down to the caves. We're not quite sure what's going on, but because we thought we were going on a little train first, but anyway, whatever.
Oh, look at that, Janice.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Fidel.
I'm not to hold on now,
Go on.
so I'm going to hold on. There's a big rocky bit here. There's a lookout point somewhere that we're going to look at later. Does this take you down into the cave? We're at the bottom of the cable car now. We've got our tickets. And we're not using video inside caves. I'm just going to use a camera. And apparently, I think you might go in or come out on these boats. But you can't come out if they're in, can you? And they've put these big nets up here to stop rocks falling on your head. That's it.
Images of the fourth and the vase. The vase is a typical example of a sculpture created by the water pouring from a large height. The bottom part of the cave is dominated with an object called a needle. The discoverers found a connection between the dry section of the and
Right at the bottom of the cave now.
A vytvořila
Platform
se
up
dvě
there.
jezírka. Horní, 13 metrů hlubokým jezírkem, přitéká podzemní říčka Punkva na dno propasti a odtéká do dolního jezírka, jehož hloubka je 30 metrů. Horní jezírko je spojeno vodním sifonem
Pomínejí normálně běžně netopíři, čím jestli pec. A nad námi je asi 140 metrů vápenců. Limestone is 100.
Just noticed this very strange round thing in these trees here, which we don't really know what it is. Now going down here, that balcony there is the balcony that we could see when we were down in the cave. But we're at a higher one. That one, she said it was 85 metres. I think this one's 170. And you go down to the bottom. It's quite a way. And then that's where we were, down there. What do you think?
It's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah. We were going to buy a pancake when we got to the top, but pancake lady has gone. So that's that. And that restaurant's shut as well, so. This is the second of the churches that we've come to look at today. This one's supposed to resemble a sailing ship. And because of this duck pond in front of it, we've had to drive past here 3 times we didn't see this bloody church. And we were looking for it, and we knew what shape it was, and we knew it was concrete. We never saw it. So we just didn't damn ducks. Just looking through the window because the church isn't actually open. It's very, very modern inside. I'm not saying I like this church because I don't particularly, but it's unusual. It's even more unusual for sort of place we are because, you know, they're still using horses and carts and their wheelbarrows, and, you know, we can't imagine that anybody in this town would have wanted a concrete church like this. It's just too modern. It says last night now, and we were just coming down by this lake, and I'll show you this here. These are slides that you slide down, but obviously the water's not high enough at the moment. And we decided that we were going to stop in a little wooden cabin that we'd seen last time we came here. These little cabins here. And it says on our map that it's open till 31st December, but it's decidedly closed down, so we're going to go for a pension instead. I always think it's funny when you can just walk into somebody's house, put the kettle on and make yourself a cup of tea. Because that's what I've just done. We're in this house. This is our kitchen. This is our bathroom. This is our bedroom, where we're just going to sort all those bags out for going home tomorrow. And it's cost us £12.50 for both of us. And that's it. This is what a Czech menu looks like. So how the hell? I do not know. I did not bring my phrase book tonight. It's the last night of the holiday. We're going to get a surprise. Decided I'm going to go for the one with the longest name. This one. It's going to be fish. It's going to be salad. It's going to be potatoes. I talked Peter into having this one because it's got the most ingredients in it. Well, we could get one of each, couldn't we? One with the most ingredients and one with the longest name. Or we could go for the cheapest and the most expensive, couldn't we? Or we could go for the first and the last. Little aperitif, if you like. Well, we've got a pint of beer each. And what I thought was tuna fish pate has turned out to be pork lard. Is that right? I thought it was tuna fish pate. I spread it on about half an inch thick and we're quite enjoying it. This is the place. It was full when we got here, and it's 7 o'clock, so it's emptied because everybody's going home. The barber, they give us far too much food.
How much does this cost?
I have no idea. About £4 or something. No.
No, they're about £3.50 each.
£6, yeah. £6, £7.
Janice has got shark.
Shark. With a small side salad.
And she threatened that we might need chips with it as well. And then that's mine. And it's bloody massive. I've got like, I've got some liver, I've got like a burgery thing, and I've got schnitzely as well. So What do?
So that is breakfast and lunch. The same as, I think, that might be their breakfast and lunch. It's so bloody big in here. Anyway, we're still here a few hours later, and I just ordered this thing that I'd never heard of called something like Birchek or something. No, not Birchek, Buzanka or something. And anyway, it's Frangelico. That's what it is, Frangelico.
You get a cracking measure.
Peter. Oh, he hasn't done it.
Chance.
Kiss me. This is this book I've been reading. You go, Peter. You go, Janice. Say, kiss me. That's Time Traveller's Wife. Very good book. It's the last day of the holiday, and we're back at that Santini church that I showed you yesterday morning before we decided to run off to caves. So we've come back to look at it properly now. Looking at a lot of churches to say that neither of us are particularly religious. Just to show you how nippy it is this morning. Not a church, it's a cathedral. I've just been reading stuff. We're just saying what an advantage to come in here. If this were in Rome, you'd have to queue to get in, they'd charge you. You'd have to walk on a yellow line, they wouldn't let you use your camera. And here you just walk in. No queues, no payment, no rules. Completely over the top. They're cleaning it up. All scaffolding in again.